you did the legend cars. You said so for 4 years.
For 4 years.
And then you went to the SK Lights from there, right?
Yeah. So actually, in legend cars in 2017, because of Waterford shutting down and Bethel didn't have a good car count, there was no ovals.
Well, 2019. That's when the Speedbowl was closed.
It was. Maybe it wasn't INEX sanctioned.
Yes, that's correct.
Yes,
that's correct. Yep.
So we wouldn't have national points. So we
Got
went
it.
strictly road course racing in 2017.
That's
Wow.
weird. That is weird.
We did strictly road course and one off national qualifier oval that I should have won. Anyway, different story. So we went
So
strictly
hold
road
on,
course
hold
racing.
on. Through this process, though, of coming through,
Yeah.
how competitive were you guys? Were you winning? Were you mediocre?
Yeah, so we were decent. We ran Thompson and NHMS the whole year. We ran probably 22, 25 races, and
You ran that many?
yes,
Okay.
yes, because New Hampshire would run 2 road courses.
Was there 2
and
separate
one-
divisions then, too, still?
What for?
Or aren't there novices and
Yeah,
then?
there's Young Lions, which is
Yeah,
anyone
yeah.
under 16, and
Yes,
semi-pro and pro and
Yep,
master.
all right.
So they would run everyone together on the road courses, but they would count your points based on what division you were in.
Yep, I
right?
understand. Yep.
So for my division, when I was in semi-pro, I was the best semi-pro, but I was always consistently 3rd or 4th because we had Noah was running full-time, Noah Corner, Sean Buffington, and Jordan O'Brien. Us 4 were basically the best 4 cars out there, and I was
Yes.
always consistently 3rd or 4th to them. But the national points, they made it so I was technically 1st, so I would win all those races. So at the end of the season, I ended up being the championship leader in the whole country
For INEX?
For INEX, yes.
Damn.
So
Wow.
That's a big deal. You went to
Yeah.
Charlotte.
Well, I didn't go to Charlotte. I went. They had the world finals or like where they go to Vegas or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
The one year that I was in the championship league, we had to go to Finland.
What?
Come on.
Into Europe, we had to go to Finland.
For what?
The
Race?
championship race.
I remember this. I
Yes.
do remember this because
Yep.
Corner
Yep.
went.
Yeah, cool.
I
Right.
made shirts for them.
Yep.
They had the ice on the back and stuff.
Okay, that's kind of
Wow.
sick.
It was an amazing time.
You went?
Yeah, I had to go. If I
So
didn't
how did
go,
you
I
get a
lost
car
the
there? Did you
championship.
rent one?
We rented one. There was a team APR competition that had a whole stable. It was
Wow.
It was like if oh man.
Weren't you
I'm trying to think
worried
of
you
this.
were going to get a shit car?
Yeah, so it was like spec cars, basically.
Well, Legend card is supposed to be spec, right?
Okay.
Everyone's supposed to have the same chassis. You
Yeah.
can't modify it.
Right.
Same engine, whatever.
Right.
So we took our seat in a duffel bag, and that's all I brought with me, and obviously a week worth of clothes. And we flew
Nice.
over to Finland, got situated with the team, a track I never ran, and it was 40 degrees and raining every single day we went.
Wow.
And drizzling.
man.
So the track was awful, but it was so much fun to run.
Slidey.
So, yeah, it was.
Okay.
Whenever it was
Yep.
damp in the morning, you could feel like the moisture in the air, and
Yep.
it was. I thought Legend cards were hard to control normally.
Right.
It was
So tell us.
totally different breed. I mean, it was Wednesday. We got to the track first, and we got a seat fit, and we made sure everything was good. Belts are tight, whatever. And the guys are awesome. They had a whole crew of like 10 cars that they rented out for this one event. This whole team. They had a huge tent that all the cars would pit in. They had a team chef. Every car had a crew chief. It was a real deal. Like there was a bunch of people from
that's
different
cool.
nationalities there. So and the one teammate that I had that was in my class was my championship rival. It was only us two mathematically possible to win the
And
championship.
you guys are running for the same stable.
For the same stable, we run the same race. When they do the nationals,
Yep.
they run the division separately. So they have the novices and then the
Yep.
semi-pros together. So I was kind of leaning on him because he ran this track all the time. He was Finnish. He knew what the track was,
So he was
like
nice.
the back of his hand. He was a great guy. His name is Philip Miamois. I still follow him on all socials and stuff. He's a great guy. He runs, I think he runs like the Trans Am kind of
Yeah.
Europe over there, and he runs some Porsches, I believe. He's coming through the ranks. He's a good shoe.
Sick. Wow.
And so we tested on Thursday, and I'm just driving, getting my laps in, just riding around, and lap 6, motor blows. And I'm like, oh, great. We came all the way over here in the motor blows. So they have a bunch of spare motors. So we put another one in. And Friday is like the traditional track day. So we go out and we do all our thing and we're running and we're pretty competitive, you know. But the field is like 25% U.S. / other European nationalities, and the other 75% are strictly like Scandinavian and Nordic.
Wow.
And those guys, man, are absolutely ferocious. Like you think of like
Well,
Kimi
they know the
Räikkönen.
track too,
Yeah.
right?
Well, yeah, but you think of guys like Kimi and Mika Hakkinen, and you know those guys are just laser focused. That's all they want to do.
Oh,
is
Kimmy's a
just
legend, man.
Those guys are serious about
Right.
what they do.
Right. That's cool as though.
It was a lot of fun. So anyway, to wrap it up, Saturday they had 2 qualify. They had a time trial and 2 heat races, and it was pouring on the qualifying. So I just stayed behind my teammate and just rain raced whatever. And I thought it was slow as crap. I thought like, oh my god, we're at the back of the order. Rain racing whatever. We're 20 seconds off, and we were first and second.
Come on.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was
No
that was
shit.
cool to do. And then the first heat race, I think I finished 5th. I had I wasn't used to racing people there and their etiquette and stuff, so
Yeah.
I was able to get 5th. And then the second heat race, the start finish line, the turn 1 is a 90-degree right-hander right after the start finish line, and they have standing starts.
Oh, wow.
So like the 5 red lights go on just like F1, and then they go off. And I'm on it. It's been raining all day, so I'm on the opposite side of the track on the wet line. So I go, and the wheels start spinning, and I lose all these spots, and I go into turn 1, and a guy gets underneath me, just keep pushing, and forces me off the racetrack. And I'm riding in the dirt, trying to get back on the
Yep.
racetrack, and bam, my car lifts up 3 feet in the air because I hit a boulder.
Wow.
I hit a boulder. There's a hole this big in the block. The cross member, you know how they have the shock
Come
tower
on.
and it goes like this? It's
Stop.
literally in a U.
Wow.
So I get out of the car. They bring me over. They look at the car. I'm like, this is it. We're done. We came over here for nothing. And the crew chief comes over to me, passed me on the shoulder. He's like, don't worry. We fixed. And I'm like, all right. Nothing to worry about, right?
Yep.
We stayed up till 4 a.m. working on that car, getting it scaled, ready. And the guys were in the biggest move. They were saying, "We are the champion," just-
Really?
Wow, dude, that's awesome.
They were getting ready, and then come race time, I think from the aggregate, all of the heat races and stuff, I started like 13th. The car was not great, obviously, because they brought all the jig and or all the front clip components that they cut off, and they put them in a press, 100-ton press, to push them flat, and re-welded them on the car.
Wow.
Come on.
That's how we were able to get back on the racetrack, and we got out there. The car wasn't feeling right. Obviously, we threw it together, put it on the scales, kind of close. All right, send it, get out there. We ended up finishing high enough. I think it was like 13th or 12th. We ended up finishing. We got the world championship. So we were world champion
Oh, wow.
2017 Legend Cars.
World champ.
which
Damn.
is
That is
which is
awesome.
cool to
Yeah,
have on the
that's real
resume.
cool, man. Right.
Wow.